Welcome back. In Gettysburg. Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. Getting all set up here. Take a few minutes for people to roll in. Who's the first one here? Should probably turn it. Doesn't want to stay straight. Can you hear me through my mic? My mic should be all set up now. What's up, Jason? Let me double check here. Yes. Okay, cool. I'm gonna knock my mic off. It's a little bit sunny today. There are some clouds. Might make it a little easier to see what I'm showing. I didn't bring the audio. I didn't bring my speaker. I didn't have another device to play the music. Why is this like zoomed in? That doesn't make any sense. There we go. Oh, that was for the other video. I had it zoomed in. Nice beard. See that guy's beard? It was a little different. Alright, got my tablet set up. Now it's showing what happens for dairy products. That's how it starts. We'll try to show this to some people, see what they have to say. Go my mask. Yes, milk is not good. Welcome, Dan. Thank you for being here. My stream yesterday I was just gonna do like a short little stream, and ended up getting like 100 likes, thousands of views, which was pretty cool. Hopefully that'll bring some new people in here today, get them to think a little bit. There's a nice Porsche going by. Meat is murder. I scratched my phone up too really bad. I think the puppies knocked my phone down. I think it's just the screen protector, but it's got like a scrape right through the comments. I didn't notice it until after I stopped streaming yesterday. But yeah, let's once I put my mask on, I'm just going to stand here and I'm not going to be commenting as much. There's a lot of people here today though. The weather's really nice. Warmed up a lot. It was a little chilly this morning. Here comes a little dog in a stroller. Why treat dogs like children while putting most of the other animals that we eat into a gas chamber? It's pretty fucked up. Yeah. Yeah, don't say welfare. It just means better exploitation. It's pretty ridiculous concept. Let's see if still have never got the police called on me. I always expected the police to show up when I put a mask on and I'm standing outside of a bank, but it's never happened yet, so see if we can get some people to stop. From time to time I'll look over at the chat, but it's nice seeing the beef jerky place across the street empty, closed. Let me make sure my brightness is all the way up, which it is.
Like everybody.
How's everybody doing today? Hope you're doing good. I should have gone through and read the flow chart before I started. I haven't done this in a little while. I don't know if I remember all the questions. I had a headache on the way out here. Still do a little bit. Should go away though. Got a couple of funny looks there. That was people not comfortable with what they're seeing, for sure. A couple more there. What's up, Ben? Martin, Brett, Vegan Anthem. Appreciate all you guys being here. These guys are trying to see what I'm doing while they're driving through the circle. They basically stopped.
What do you do? Chicken?
Yeah, how do you feel about animals?
Fine, I like it.
Yeah, you'd agree we should respect animals, right?
Yeah.
Do you think that we're respecting them when we farm them, use them?
Do you like animals?
Yeah, do you know what veganism is?
What, you don't eat meat?
No, I respect animals.
I don't understand how they get started like that. It's just
Yeah.
sad to look at.
Yeah, so maybe it's don't pay for it.
Yeah.
I'm not holding a sign, I'm holding a tablet. You can see the video that I'm playing if you go into the description. Go down to the bottom. You saw the part with the chickens. Yeah, you don't need to kick people out. Let them say what they want. Doesn't matter. Unless they're saying something that's really bad. But if people just want to be ignorant and say stupid things, I think it's beneficial for us. Because other normal people will look at that and be like, I don't want to be like that dumbass. If one of the mods wants to copy the link to the Cube of Truth footage or a link to Dominion, I can pin it in the comments so people can see what I'm showing. I take the mask off as soon as somebody comes over, so I can have a conversation face to face. Most of the people that walk by probably aren't from here. Just on vacation. Look, there's a small family farm trailer going by right now. Wonder what's in there. Pigs, goats. I saw one in my town too when I was on the way over here. I get about as many people stopping when I do this as when I do the 3-minute movie challenge. One's not really better than the other.
Yeah.
Most conversations I get is when I just ask people for conversations. It's not the same trailer, is it? There's another one over there across the circle. It's coming this way. Just like the one that went by. This one has horses in it, though. I think they're horses. A lot of the horses around here, they use for tours around the battlefield. But they come from a rescue. So it's kind of a weird position. They rescue these horses, but then they exploit them and sell tickets to ride them. Kid's got a buck on the back of his shirt. Guy's got some fuzzy Crocs. You don't see that very often. Like slippers. Yeah, presto. We're not talking about you, though. I don't care if you're healthy or you're not. Like, that's not why I'm standing out here. I mean, yeah, you should take care of yourself. I do want people to be healthy, eat healthy foods. But
Can I take a picture with you? No.
sure.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, I'm on TikTok, Ansley. Oh, you're on TikTok.
On YouTube.
Oh, you. Can you see me?
You guys want to see more of what I'm doing here?
Sure.
I can give you a card.
On TikTok. Okay. And what is it about?
It's about animals. Do you guys like animals?
Yeah.
You think we should respect animals?
Yeah. That's what it's about?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you. We'll have to check it out.
Thank you. My video stopped. Presto, you're saying that we're missing the point?
Yeah, no, I get why Mom ran around.
Like, he was a piece of shit.
Yeah, unfortunately my video stopped. I didn't have it looped like I normally do, so they walked up and it was just a black screen. Must have been stopped for the last like 2 minutes. It's not about my point of view or your point of view. It's about the animal's point of view. Vegetables don't have a point of view. They don't have a subjective experience like you do or I do, or your cat does, or your dog does, or a cow or a pig or a chicken. They have their own perspective of life. They have the ability to be happy or to be sad. Animals have a desire to live, and you take that away from them for something that you don't need because of your feelings. You make decisions on how you treat animals based on your feelings at their expense. And if you were to be in their position, if somebody was doing that to you, I'm sure you would not be happy about it. If somebody was using you against your will, you would want people to do more than just stand on the street corner and talk about it.
Yeah, he's a senior. So he said, Jamie,
Why is the flag all the way up? Last week it was at half mast, and a lot of other places still have it down, but they have it all the way up now.
Hi.
How do you feel about animals?
Animals? Love them.
Yeah, you would agree we should respect animals?
Yeah.
Right?
100%. Is it like a vegan thing or is it okay?
Yeah, you know what vegan means?
Yeah, so you don't eat cheese, dairy, animal or meat.
Yeah, it means that you respect animals. That you don't
Is that what you're out here doing?
you don't want to pay for their
You're spreading that
exploitation.
message today?
Yeah, have you ever thought about it before?
Thought about it. You know, I thought about it, yeah.
Yeah. Why aren't you vegan yourself?
Why am I not? I eat dairy. I will say I eat cheese once, but yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. But yeah.
Yeah, you see how that's kind of hypocritical when you
So I respect the message. I appreciate you doing it.
Yeah. Can I share a card with you? Would you look
Yeah, of
into
course,
it a little more? You want one as well?
Sure. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks. People named Presto are food. Why are they made of meat? So I've already run into some more people than last week, which is nice. Next Friday is Project live stream, so I will be at the slaughterhouse. Two weeks from now, I will be in Wisconsin to rescue the beagles that are being tested on. Gettysburg is a big biker town. What do you think sentience is? There's not an opinion about sentience. Veganism is not a belief. It's not an opinion. It's based off of facts. Bro thinks plants are sentient. I'm waiting for some of these people in the cars to stop and come over here. A lot of people are slowing down, or the traffic is just slow and they're looking over here. Hey, there's my dad. I wonder how Axel's doing. What's up, Angela? It's probably going up the really crazy hills right now.
It works out well.
Guy was on his phone, driving through the circle. Did that lady walk by earlier with that giant picture? Or whatever it is? The giant frame? I would suck carrying that around. This guy sitting on the bench just taking a picture of me. Or a video. He was trying to do it all sneaky like, but I could tell him easily what he was doing. Kind of funny. So you're still going on about plants being sentient? I lose a little bit of hope for humanity when I run into people like you. It's a little dog. I want to pet the dog, but I should just stay here. Oh, there was a husky in that truck. He was cute. It was really hard to not ask to pet that dog. I've been training myself to stop and ask every person that I see with a dog if I could pet their dog, if I could meet their dog. The urge to take my mask off and ask if I could pet their dog, that was hard to resist. He took a picture of me and then he walked around that way and he didn't walk this way. I thought he was going to come up and see what I'm doing. Resist the urge. Right, eat things that aren't sentient. There you go. Now you get it. Guess what? Plants aren't sentient. I'm in the shade over here, which I think will help a lot when people walk by. They can see a little bit better now than when I'm here in the morning and it's really sunny. Because then the sun kind of shines right on me. They're going to the Christmas shop. It's so weird that there's a Christmas shop here all year round. There's the lady with the picture again. There's the guy from last week that watched a 3-minute movie. He's across the street. He's not coming over here, though. It would be interesting to talk to him again. I'm glad that he stopped last week and watched the full 3 minutes, because you could tell he was definitely thinking about it. He was definitely uncomfortable with what he was watching. And that's basically the whole point. You shouldn't be comfortable with it. Normal people aren't comfortable when they see animals being slaughtered. Take accountability for what happens when you purchase certain things. Products that are made from exploiting animals. Don't drive with a dog on your lap. At least he wasn't texting also. Here come some people riding horses. Interesting, they're all dressed up. Let me show you. They're riding right through the middle of the square. If the horse shit's in the middle of the street, are they going to clean it up? Or are they just going to let cars drive over it? See the cigar guy across the street. One of the regular locals. Plants aren't sentient, guy. You basically figured it out. Eat food that isn't sentient. You can eat anything once.
So that one's not it. It's got to be up here.
Yep.
A little bit.
All these big trucks, I don't know if you can see that truck. You can probably hear it though. They're all feed trucks. Every like minute or two, a giant feed truck comes through the circle, going to these farms around here. Just wasting all of our food. inefficiently feeding these animals shouldn't even be here in the first place. They want to say that there's a water shortage. Really wanted to save water, they could reduce animal agriculture, save a shit ton of water. Save some animals. Shut down some slaughterhouses. How's everybody doing? Did Axel get where he's going yet? Or is he trying to climb up that last hill?
Oh, it's the chicken.
Yeah.
You're with the people that treat all the dogs?
Yeah.
Yeah, my man.
Yeah. How do you think we should respect animals, right?
Yeah, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
You think we're respecting them when we take
that ain't
things
me,
from
baby,
them?
though. That ain't me. I'm with you on that.
So are you vegan?
Hell no, I eat meat, but I kill everything.
No.
Like I'm big on, I'm Christian, so I'm big on like God put it here, but you respect an animal. If you harvest an animal, you thank it. You know what I'm saying?
Do you think from the animal's perspective though that's respectful?
I mean, I don't think that they really have the conscience of being able to determine respect. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you would agree that animals want to survive, right? They want to live.
Yeah, probably. So do I, though. You know what I'm saying? Your body's not meant to just process only vegetables. You got something like that. I can't remember exactly how we call it in biology, but your stomach's designed.
There's more things to eat than just vegetables, though, that aren't animals. You can survive without eating animals. You can thrive.
I don't want to take up too much of your time. I gotta get going with my mama here, but I appreciate it.
Can I share a card with you? You can look into it.
Yeah.
There's a film called Christspiracy. I don't know if it's on that link, but check that out too. Christspiracy.
Appreciate you, boss. Thank you again. Have a great rest of your day.
You too.
Thank you.
Hunter. It's unfortunate. Unfortunate. Hopefully he looks into it more. Yeah, that was exactly God, though. Thank the animal first. Make sure you thank the animal first before you kill him. Like, that would be okay if it was him. If somebody thanked you first and was going to eat your whole body. Would it be okay? Probably not. It was chickens. Yeah. Chickens in the slaughterhouse.
What's that?
How are you doing?
Good. What are you doing?
How do you feel about animals?
I love it.
We should respect animals, right? Do you think that it's respectful when we take things from them, like milk, eggs, or take their life?
No. I don't. Even though I do eat stuff like that, it makes me feel bad.
Right. Right. You're paying for this.
Right. That is bad.
Do you know what you could do instead of that?
Vegan.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, be vegan. Have you ever thought about it?
I have.
So what's stopping you? What's holding you back?
I guess it's fast life.
Yeah.
You know, trying to hurry, grab stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't really care for meat that much, for real.
Yeah.
But it's a good cause.
Yeah. So how many more animals should be exploited for you? Should it be more than 0?
Yeah. Well, no.
Yeah.
It should.
Yeah.
All right.
It should be 0. So then
Right.
you should be vegan from now on.
Right. Well, thank you.
Can I share a card with you? You can look into it a little bit more there.
All right. Have a good day.
You too. She was a sweet lady. People say that they know the truth, but they don't actually know the truth. They kind of think that they know. I've been vegan now for a year and a half, and I'm actively learning more. And that was interesting, that guy, that Christian guy that was just here. He was like, "You're part of the group that saved the dogs?" Like, yeah, do you pay for this?
Huh?
Do you pay for this?
Pay for what?
What's on the screen?
You like me for that?
Yeah.
Oh. Oh. It's all.
Do you buy fur? No?
No,
What about like dairy or eggs? Do you eat meat?
Yeah.
Do you think it's respectful to those animals to take things from them?
Not. Not necessarily. Not pick their family.
Yeah, they all have families.
Yeah.
They all want to continue to live.
Yeah.
You ever thought about being vegan?
My grandmother's speaking.
Yeah, you can do it. Here, there's some more information that can help you.
Thank you.
Look into it. The animals deserve better from us.
Yeah. Well, I definitely understand the perspective you're coming from. The mass production.
Yeah, I mean, even if it's one animal and they're treated nicely, it's still exploiting that one individual.
I used to really look at this stuff, and I used to really want to do something.
Yeah.
About it. It's so hard
You
to
can.
make a big impact. It does
You can.
take every
In the
person
U.S.,
count.
if you change in the U.S. in the next year, you'll save about 220 animals
Yeah.
in 1 year.
Thank you for sharing.
Yeah. Yeah, you can change. She said her grandmother is vegan. Her grandmother's vegan. You should go talk to her grandmother about it. Oh, there's a husky. If the husky comes over here, I'm gonna have to pet him. Oh, here he comes. He's coming this way. How do you feel about animals?
I like animals.
We should respect animals?
I would think so. Oh, is this like chicken farms and stuff like that?
Yeah. Do you think that when we take things from animals, like eggs, milk, or take their life, that we're respecting them?
Yeah,
It's done in a humane way, but I know a lot of it's inhumane.
Yeah, I mean, even if the animals were treated a little bit better, like if somebody did that to you, if you were in their position, right?
Yeah.
Do you think it would be okay for somebody to humanely slaughter you?
I don't think so.
Yeah, it's kind of an oxymoron.
Yeah.
So if you wanted to really be humane, you would just let the animals live, right? Do you ever think about being vegan before?
Not really. Because it costs a lot.
What if it didn't cost a lot? What if you could find products that, were just as expensive or cheap or even save you money?
That would be great.
Yeah.
That would be great.
So I have some resources I can share with you. You can look into it.
Sure.
There's studies out there that show you can actually save money following like a plant-based diet.
Okay. That would be awesome.
But think about it from the perspective of the animals, right?
Yeah.
If you were in their position, how fast would you want people to change?
Pretty fast. There's a lot of things on the change right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen some of those Tyson chicken farms.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll take a look at this.
Yeah. Thank you. He was with two other people that stopped there waiting for him to come over. Yeah, I save money. I save money as well. People always just think of the mock meats, the Beyond Burgers and shit like that. Around here, a lot of that stuff is more expensive. The plant milks, a lot of them are still more expensive. Even like tofu, if you compare some tofu to chicken at certain places, some grocery stores have more expensive tofu, and then if you go and buy like the value packs of factory farmed chickens, probably is cheaper. The soy curls, the TVP, you can't even find that in grocery stores around here, unfortunately. You can buy it online. You can get like the wheat gluten and make your own seitan. But same thing, if you buy seitan that's already pre-made in the stores, it's more expensive. It sounds like there's a bird right above me. I hope I don't get pooped on. It would be kind of funny. Had a few good conversations today. probably just going to get busier too as the weeks go by. But I won't be here for a couple of weeks. That guy I just talked to, he's still standing over there, and I think he's wearing leather boots. Might not be real leather, but I just noticed that. Boring. Well, you don't need to be here. Swipe your finger. Double tap the screen. Let's try to get a few more likes. You too. There's that trailer that had the horses in it. Now it's empty. Wonder where they dropped them off at. The battlefield. My dad came out here this morning and went to where the beavers are. He sent me a few pictures of the Beavers Dam. I was going to post it this morning, but they wouldn't load properly. So I'll try again later. Unfortunately, I don't know if I'm going to be able to come back out here and go down there myself. Unless I come a different day. I don't know. I don't think I have a day I can do that. So I might not be able to, by the time I finally can, the pond might be pretty empty. They're slowly draining the pond, I think they said for 2 months. I should be able to maybe go in, 3 weeks? I can come back out here in 3 weeks. I guess I can just do a beaver stream. That's kind of funny. But it'll be more than halfway drained. Yeah, beaver stream. The beaver stream. Oh. This car just pulled in here, now they're backing up. That was kind of weird. They decided not to park there. It's a pretty decent walk to get to where the beavers are from here. So I have to map it out, make sure that I can get there and back in time. Try to do it within 2 hours. Maybe I'll just come out of here a little bit earlier. I'll have to cancel some of my appointments. What kind of bird is that? This bird is right above me. That little dog.
Better not, because I'll fucking hit him right in the face. Crash his fucking head.
Fuck you. Fucking bitch. There's that guy that fucking hates me. He said something about smashing my head or something. He always talks shit every time he walks by. I think his wife said, "There's that guy. Don't do anything." He wants to talk shit. Yeah, fuck you. Fucking guy. Dare him try something. I would fucking beat his ass. It reminds me of that one time that that police officer. There's a guy here with a cop, and what did he say? Something like, I don't know. One guy got really upset and came back and was like gonna punch me or something, and the other guy stopped and grabbed him and was like, "No, don't do that." And he looked at me and he was like, "You almost just got punched in the face." And then he was like, "I'm a cop." I was like, it's like, "Are you threatening me? Like, what does that even mean?" I didn't do anything wrong. If that guy punches me, like, I'm gonna call the police. Because then it would have been like 3-on-1. I'm gonna defend myself.
I gotta get the light.
I just want a couple of biker chicks. Oh, look at that dog. Let me show you this dog. Can you see this dog? Wait, there he is. Right there in the passenger window. It's kind of hard to see him. He was really happy. Sticking his head out the window. His tongue hanging out. It just got really dead all of a sudden. need to reach out to all the people that are interested in adopting the puppies. I've been procrastinating on that. And the one lady lives out here in Gettysburg. I need to see if she is interested in coming and helping with some of these events. Oh, here's this guy. What's his name? I forget his name.
We weren't supposed to be tonight. We got 4 minutes.
How you doing?
Jake, yes.
Yeah,
How are you?
good. How you doing?
May I join you?
Yeah, sure.
Suda. Enjoy your spot today.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be here for like 15 more minutes.
Enjoy kombucha.
Yeah.
Did you buy Bitcoin on the low?
Not all the way on the low. It's down a little bit less than where I got in, but yeah, I did get a couple of things not too long ago.
That's a chocolate.
No, thank you. I appreciate it though. All the white shepherd and the little dog are over there. They're locals.
But it's like thing. Catch up with you soon.
Yeah, it's good seeing you.
Good luck.
Thank you. Yeah, I probably should have just brought my speaker anyway. I could have played the music. I don't have my music today. I only have a little bit of music playing in the background. I think that guy's name is Steve. That was just here. Steve. He had the good kombucha too. The GT's kombucha.
Hey, what movie are you talking about?
He said V for Vendetta. I should have said V for vegan. Yeah, the good bucha in the glass bottle with only a little bit of sugar. It's got like half the sugar as other kombuchas. So hopefully we can get one more conversation.
I mean, we have so much time here.
I don't know what that guy was saying. He was talking to me. I don't know what the hell he was saying.
That's my daughter's birthday. Yeah, it's you. You got
The V for Vendetta mask again. That's what he was saying. The 5th of November. That's what he was saying. I never watched all those movies. Isn't there a couple of them? I think I watched one a long time ago. I was hoping one of those people were going to stop. Now there's nobody coming for a while. Thanks for being here, everybody. How many likes do we have? Can't see. Only 19 likes? It hasn't gone up that much. Got like 10, 15 more minutes maybe. Hopefully we can get one more person to stop. Give them a card. As I was talking to a few people, some of the questions were starting to come back to me. So I think maybe I got them all. I don't necessarily ask all the questions for every person, but make sure it's still playing. need to keep making some shorts. That's what I need to do. Trying to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the month. The stream yesterday was awesome. Got like 15 subscribers in one stream. There's 2 little corgis coming over here. Oh my god, they're so cute. Little dog nuggets. And those dogs are about the size of a chicken. Guy in a work truck talking on the phone while he's driving. That guy, the Christian guy that stopped earlier, he was like, "Are you with the people that save their dogs?" I wish more people that saw that would put that together with other animals. Like, save the dogs and save the chickens. You don't have to love dogs and eat chickens. Was it Plant-Based News? They just released an interview with a guy who only ate venison. He only ate animals that he hunted himself. Just like that guy that I talked to earlier. And he went vegan overnight. And now he's been vegan for like a year and a half, just like me. But he was against factory farming and would only go out and hunt deer for himself. And then, what did he say? How did he say he went vegan? I think he said, he just wanted to try it out, a plant-based diet or whatever, for a couple of weeks. And he felt so good after doing it. He said it was like a drug. And he just never stopped. And I think with what he was saying about being against factory farming, it sounded like a little bit he was saying like vegan is a diet, but then, he would throw a plant-based diet out there. So I think maybe he connected the dots like a lot of us did. And is actually an ethical vegan. But yeah, I think it started with a diet for him, like a plant-based diet. But yeah, it kind of reminded me of that guy saying that he only eats the animals that he hunts and kills himself. I think that doesn't really make it any better. Maybe it's not as bad, but it's not a good thing. People need to stop acting like that. Just because you kill them yourself, it's good. You know, or you get it from a farm that treats them nice. I'm rolling my eyes. I know you can't see me, but all that stuff is bullshit. And if you're trying to buy from like pasture raised, grass fed, and types of animals, that's super expensive. So yeah, just eating plants at that point is going to save you so much money. So many dogs. Is that an Aussie Shepherd? I got a few more minutes. I should have asked that guy to come with us and rescue the dogs in a couple weeks. We're going back. I wasn't there the first time, unfortunately. If I knew about it, I might have been. But I'll be there in a couple weeks. Alright, I think this might be it. I don't really see anybody coming. I forget whose team I'm on. I'm on Pete's team. If you know Pete from Jeremy had an interview with him like a week or two ago. There's somebody else in the group. I can't remember who I was familiar with. He left that chocolate here. It does have milk in it. I told him no thanks. It is milk chocolate, but it's got caffeine in it too, which I'm not going to eat caffeine this late in the day. I appreciate it though. That's funny. I guess I'm just going to leave it there. I don't know what to do with it. Guess I'll just keep my mic on for now. Check my battery. Yeah, it should be fine. The guy I talked to is coming back. He's behind me. Did I give him a card? I don't know if I gave him a card or not. You can have that if you want. There's a little piece of chocolate in there.
I think he's
It does have caffeine in it though, so I don't think. Probably not best for him. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah. Can I say hi to your dog? Okay. Oh, you're so cute. Can you sit? Good.
he's super family.
Did you dye his hair?
Yeah.
That's cute.
Can't just hold it on.
Nice. I want to do that with my husky. Haven't done it yet, but you smell all my dogs. What kind of dog is he? You're so cute. So you guys like animals?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think that we should respect animals, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think that it's respectful when we take things from animals? Like eggs and milk and take their life
Depends on
to
how
eat
they're
them?
treated. Yeah. If you treat them well, then and respect them.
Yeah.
So, but if you're like shoved into a box, no. I have to reach it.
Would that apply to dogs?
No, because he'd go out and get hit by a car. And I'm not doing that.
Yeah. You ever thought about being vegan?
Unfortunately, I can't afford to be vegan.
Oh.
What
What if it didn't cost you any more money? Or what if it actually could save you money?
That'd be great, but I can't. See you later.
Would you look into it a little more? I have some resources for you.
Personally, I'm good. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Well, you're letting the animals down. Sorry. They wanted to run as soon as I started talking to them. Kind of gross. Kind of gross behavior. The look on her face, she was like, uh-oh, I know where this is going. She said she has chickens, so she's a slave owner. The chicken slaves. So what did she say? I got free-range chickens? I should have pushed. They were trying to run, but I should have pushed a little bit more with the dog. Like, I think she thought I meant free-range dogs. And she was like, "Well, he'll get hit by a car." Like, well, that's not what I meant. I meant, take care of your dog until you want to eat him. I think she would be like, "No, my dog's part of my family. I would never eat my dog." I wonder if it was just like chickens for eggs, free-range chickens, so she can steal their eggs. Then I would ask, well, what if they stop producing eggs? Then what do you do with them? You sell them to the butcher, turn them into chicken wings.
I'll walk around, I think, in many cases.
Think that's respectful? Here's Gettysburg from the other corner. Of course, there's a tree here. Got a bunch of flowers. What's up, broccoli? How are you doing? Actually, you know what? Let's cross back over. Let's go over here. I have a few minutes. The yoga studio is over here. I could talk. Which is owned by the new mayor. It's behind this building. Is it in this building or is it just behind this building? Yeah, it's in here. It's in here. So look. Hidden Wisdom Yoga Studio. Hidden Wisdom Yoga Studio. On a map, it shows it in the back. Support group. I guess that's for the counseling. Let's walk around the back and see if it's back here. And make sure I don't miss the bus or I'm going to be stuck out here. Neil, what are you sharing? What's up, Jeremy? I was just talking about you. You were summoned for rent. Call Tracy. Is this the yoga studio? I looked it up on a map and it was like pinned right back here. I don't see any signs though. The only sign was in the front. I had a few good conversations today. A few okay conversations. I won't hold my breath that those people will really look into anything or change. And saw that guy that can't stand me. Which I hope every time I come here I don't run into him, but he's just a local. He talks about smashing my head on the ground and shit like that every time he walks by me. Punching me in the face. He's a little bit unhinged. That dog was a Sheltie. Super narrow face. It's cute. And had different color hair. I want to do that with Nova at some point, like dye her tail a different color or something. I thought it would be cute. They have like that pet safe dye. It's kind of expensive though. I don't have the money for it. Otherwise I would have done it already. Yeah, it's not cheap to have chickens. Like, good call out there. She literally has free-range chickens, but is worried about plant-based eating being too expensive. And another person said that too. I talked to earlier. He said it's too expensive, which it's not. You can figure out ways to not spend more money. I save a lot of money eating plants instead of exploiting animals. Nice. Timeout presto. I'm surprised they're still here. Yeah, I've seen that guy a bunch of times, so I'm not worried about it. Jason says people are renting chickens for eggs now. Chicken slaves. Yeah, in Pennsylvania, dog breeding is huge. Like, there's puppy mills all over the place in Pennsylvania. It's one of the worst states. There's a lot of puppy mills all over the country, but like Pennsylvania's specifically really bad. They're trying to pass a law. I should actually look into that. I don't know if they voted on it yet, or I guess they probably didn't they? It's called Victoria's Law. You could look it up. Victoria's Law in Pennsylvania. It's named after a German Shepherd who they bred 10 times, and she was all messed up from it. Somebody rescued her, I think, and helped her live like a couple more years, but yeah, she had like dozens and dozens of puppies, and just not seen as an individual, just seen as a puppy making object, puppy factory. Really sad. When I heard about it last year, I think it was last year, I emailed all the senators in the state, like 50 of them. And hold on, I gotta get on the bus. I'll be right back. Okay. You never see stray dogs selling cats. Yeah, they pick the dogs up. The dogs end up in the shelter.
Everybody's gonna be home. Ain't nobody gonna be moving on time.
I don't remember what I was talking about now. Oh yeah, they saw her as a moneymaker, exactly. Victoria. Yeah, so I emailed all the senators, like 50 of them, and asked them to support that bill. Hopefully, it went through. They can shut down a lot of the puppy mills. That's another thing I wanted to do that I haven't done yet, is go to some of the pet shops. There's 2 pet shops in my town where they sell young little puppies. I want to go in there and I want to talk to them, and I want to ask them where they get their puppies from, because they are probably buying them from puppy mills. If you go onto their website, you can see like a whole bunch of puppies that they don't actually have in the puppy shop, and they're all like green screen backgrounds. They're like, or AI generated backgrounds with the puppy. And it's kind of messed up. If they're coming from puppy mills.
Not really. I don't want to get stuck with this. I don't mean here.
Yeah. Yeah, the guy I talked to earlier about the dogs, he was like, yeah, save the dogs. And then like, but I eat the animal, I kill the animals that I eat though. Like, you wouldn't do that with a dog, would you? Go kill a stray dog and so you can eat them? Like, don't do it to the deer. Don't do it to chickens. Leave fish alone. It's not that hard. Yeah, the reason they say it's expensive is a direct reaction to vegans saying they have mock options.
What's that mean?
Where do you live at?
Yeah, makes sense.
I know that. But where at?
I don't listen to Middle Street.
Okay, well, you want to go to
Yeah, I'm gonna go for Walmart and go down. Actually, I can get off Walnut Street.
Yeah. I mean, I agree with you, Vegan Anthem. We must shift our focus, direct focus on the moral imperative to not exploit other animals. I mean, Presto has a hard time understanding this. Got a full bus today. A bear's meat. Look up Bearville, isn't that what it's called? They have farms of bears in other countries where they, what do? They take stuff from the bears over and over again, and then they kill them, turn them into meat. Like I saw some videos on that. Some of like the bear farms. It's pretty horrific. I showed it to my dad, and he was like, "Whoa!" Like he had no idea that even happened. What's up, Mason?
Gettysburg? Yeah. No, this one's going to Anna. That one just left. Yeah, it'll be another hour to go again. Well, actually, no. Yeah, it will. Another hour to go again.
Okay, well, you're going to be able to get back?
Yeah, there you
go. The grid line's still on.
Okay.
We're going 3 hours.
Okay. I don't have that scheduled down in number right now.
Mason, how is Axel doing with his ride? He's got to be there by now, right?
It's just like somebody came to me and said, I need to get to mechanics work. I said, virtually impossible. What do you mean? Virtually impossible. I'm like, we want to spend the night in Europe.
Yep, lentils, chickpeas, tofu, soy yogurt.
Sign up for Paris Rams and go from there. And my director says, how do you know that? I said, because
RFK in the chat.
Okay. The first bus out of Hanover to Newark is at 8 o'clock. Oh, wait a minute. 6 o'clock.
Nice, he made it. You better get some salt.
Oh my God, what do you got that blanket on that dog?
It's cold outside.
Something wrong with them. People got that Rottweiler. Oh my God, there's nobody in the square. What do you do? Pull them all into restaurants?
I don't think you wore a helmet.
We are having crap up here. Everything coming up here now.
Do I do any gardening? Not really. I had a little garden before I moved to where I live now. I can't have a garden with all the dogs. They tear up the whole yard. So maybe I could do a little garden in the front of my house, but the code enforcement guy would probably give me a citation for it because he's an ass.
Got FAA coming in now.
Not allowed to. Not allowed to do a lot of things
Did that lots of damage.
in town.
No way I'm gonna do it. So,
I don't know. But I do. So I'm trying to finish building these spaces down in my basement for the dogs. And then I'm going to move all the dogs downstairs. And I'll have one of my rooms back where I was growing my microgreens. I have a couple of like wire racks where I would grow. How many was I doing? Like 15 trays of microgreens. I guess every 2 weeks. 2 weeks. I'm trying to stretch it out more to like 2 weeks instead of 10 days, so I get a little bit more yield. But yeah, I was growing microgreens inside. Been doing that for a couple of years. An indoor tomato plant, that sounds good. I'm not too big on tomatoes though. Bebop. What's up, Bebop? To live in a more open area, take a garden and enjoy your life. I enjoy my life. I like living in the middle of town because I can get anywhere I need to really quickly. I live like right in the middle of town. Bebob and Bebo. Plane's going down. That's not good. Yeah, broccoli sprouts. Yeah, that's one that I grow. Broccoli and sunflower. I really like sunflower microgreens. They're probably my favorite. Sunflower and broccoli. Hey, the collars for the puppies just arrived. I'm gonna get home and hold on, I got some messages I'm reading. Why are none of these? Oh, okay, done. Not done? That doesn't make any sense. My roommate's cool. He just let all my dogs out a little while ago. What's up, Russia? Got some new people in here. Yeah, the radishes are nice. So that's what I grow mainly. Broccoli and radishes were two that I started with, and then I added on the sunflower and speckled pea sprouts, which I don't know how I feel about them. They're good, but you gotta chop them up. Like, take a pair of scissors and like chop them up smaller because they're kind of stringy. More than the other ones. Are tougher, I guess. Maybe I need to harvest them sooner. And they cost more. You don't get as big of a yield compared to the other ones. But they're all really cheap to make. Like, they're pretty inexpensive. I am from Pennsylvania. gonna get a headache if I keep reading the chat. I gotta look away. Nice, some red kiwis. Getting these notifications. Clear this. Yes, you can choose to stop exploiting animals. Yeah, Presto, you sound like a really shitty person. Just saying. Full of excuses. Refuse to take accountability for yourself. Well, I mean, I don't know you that well, so hopefully you're not, but just from a few comments in here that I read, I'm sure you can do better. I mean, you said you did say don't eat sentient food, right? Don't eat food that's sentient. But you were trying to say that plants are sentient. So I'm not sure. You're a little bit lost there.
Now approaching Gateway Gettysburg.
Go hit the three dots in the corner and go down. Watch some of the documentaries. Learn a little bit more. You tell me what you think. Obviously, you can't communicate to another animal, like we can communicate with each other. That doesn't mean that you can't tell when an animal is happy or sad, right? And that's why I think we treat dogs the way we do, because it's easier to kind of tell when a dog's happy and sad. Like, we can do that. You can look at them, you can tell with their body language. You know, they're vocal, they growl at you. You can kind of tell when they're nervous, when they're upset. You know, they bark. Some other animals aren't as vocal like that. It's not as obvious, but you can still tell. If you really spend time, like, go to a sanctuary, spend time with some animals like that. Go spend some time with some chickens. I realized when we had a pet turkey. We had a pet turkey, and I used to spend a lot of time with her, and I realized how much of an individual she was. And she would make these cute little sounds when she was happy. She would follow me around everywhere. She was really cool. She was like my best friend for a while. She was like a dog. She was really cool. And I could pick her up and hold her like a baby. She would like kind of like give me a hug with her neck, her head. She was cool. Then I stopped eating turkey, basically. And I realized once you put those puzzle pieces together, like all animals are like that. Maybe you shouldn't be eating any of them. You shouldn't be exploiting animals. What feeling? Your feeling, your hunger feeling? You're feeling, you feel that you have to exploit animals? You said it's a choice. I'm not sure what do you mean? What feelings? Yeah, your selfish feelings? Exactly. That doesn't make any sense. Would you have the same opinion with other people? With other humans? If you feel like you benefit from exploiting another person, then you don't care how they feel? You're not going to let their feelings trump your feelings? It's kind of a slippery slope that you're on there, buddy. Yeah, Dominion is linked up in the description. You should be able to go there and watch it. Yeah, right. Neil said that. Well, it's their lives versus you just want a snack. Why would you let that trump their lives? That sucks. I wonder if he was just on work release or at the jail. That guy just got off to go back to jail. I didn't say eat a human, I just said exploit them. You can exploit humans without eating them. Like, you would agree that it was immoral to enslave humans, right? And presto, I hope you're not racist, right? You would agree that we shouldn't treat other humans differently based on their sex or the color of their skin, anything like that, right? Why does that not apply to other animals? Why does that only apply to human animals in your mind? Well, I don't think human slavery was ever really necessary. yeah, we might not have all the same things that we have today. Not in the same way, we do, but why was human slavery ever necessary? Why would you say that? When was it necessary? Way back when slavery was mostly about survival of the people's groups. That doesn't make any sense to me. How does that make slavery necessary? You know, if we enslaved humans, there would probably be more humans. If we enslaved and farmed humans, there would be more human lives. I don't think that's a good reason to enslave and farm humans. Yeah, I don't think that makes any sense. Controlling the population from killing each other, I don't think that's why slavery became a thing. We didn't enslave humans for the benefit of those humans. What? And what do you think that applies to animals that are enslaved? You think we're enslaving animals to benefit those animals? We've selectively bred those animals basically out of existence to benefit us. Everybody came from being enslaved. Yeah, I don't see how that makes it necessary. If there was never any slavery, I mean, I agree that our lives would be totally different. Me and you might not be here, but there would still be humans. It's not like humans would have gone extinct because there wasn't slavery. This is definitely a different conversation. I've never gone down this path before. I don't know if anyone's ever said that slavery was necessary before. So I'll give you that at least. Definitely thinking a little bit outside the box. Been doing this for a year now. I'm the first person to say that, so congratulations. Yeah, I think you're on the right track there, Annie. We only enslave animals for profit. It's really only a few people, a few companies that manage most of the animal exploitation, and it's all because of money. It's literally what it all comes down to. It's how can they stay in business? And they're all scared too, because as other systems improve, like you can't improve exploiting animals. There's no way to improve exploiting an animal. It is what it is. So eventually it's all gonna come to an end at some point, no matter what. So yeah, I like when people say be on the right side of history. You can help lead the change. Are you a leader or a follower? Casual Mike. Vegan cookies are yummy. I agree. Yeah, so I'm actually at the coffee shop right now, going through New Oxford. And the coffee shop right here on the corner, they had a few vegan options in there, and I was going in there and buying them. And then they just stopped carrying them. And I kept going in there and say, hey, add more vegan options, I'll buy them. And the lady said, we end up throwing half of them away. We don't make any money on them. They don't sell. They just sit there and they don't sell. So they stopped making them. I told her, I'll buy them. But then they trespassed me because I went in there bothering them. Literally just going in there asking them to add more options. And they got all pissed off and trespassed me. That place right over there. It's probably hard to see. Deja Brew, that's what it's called. Asshole owners. Trying to tell someone what they should do. What do you mean? I just ask people questions. And you tell me if you think that you should respect animals or not. I don't even know what the argument's supposed to be about anymore. Yeah. Casual Mike, are you vegan? Do you think it's okay to enslave animals? Do you think it's necessary to enslave animals? Hello. Thanks for the roses. Yeah, it doesn't sell up here. Yeah, that's what I get here being in freaking Pennsylvania, in the middle of nowhere, Pennsylvania. Like I was saying earlier, I can't even get TVP or soy curls at the grocery store. Like, they don't even carry it in the grocery store. You can buy it online. But thanks for the sub and the like. We're on our way to 1,000 subscribers. Hopefully we'll get there by the end of the month. It's not about my perspective or your perspective. It's about the perspective of the animals. Thank you. We'll get there. We will get there. A couple more streams like the one from yesterday, and we'll be there really quick. Gotta do more puppy streams. People like the puppy streams. I gotta make more dog treats, do more dog training streams. That's how it started. And then went in with the puppies, and yeah, it was like over 7,000 views. One of my highest viewed streams. The most likes, we got over 100 likes yesterday. It's the first time I've gotten over 100 likes in one stream, and 15 new subscribers. And then went down today. Went back down like 3, which is kind of a lot. But we're getting there. You tried to link it to animals. Yeah, enslaving animals. And then yeah, what enslaving an animal and giving them a good life, but then using them at the end of the day.
Headphones for
Dependents going out into the woods and killing an animal. Don't go out to the woods and kill an animal when you clearly don't have to. You can just go to the grocery store and buy some plants. They're both exploiting the animal for something that you clearly don't need. They're both wrong, and you can do better. And we're gone, and we're back. I don't know what you're asking, Presto. So let's say your dog dies in their sleep and you wake up in the morning and your dog is dead. I hope this doesn't happen to you. But would you eat your dog? Would you just say, okay, well, now you're food? What about your grandma? Did you eat your grandma when your grandma dies?
What?
Annie, I will say I've seen some ugly ass dogs. Most dogs are pretty cute, but I have seen some ugly ass dogs. I'm hungry. What did he say? I'm hungry. Then, if I choose to feed on it, yes. So you might eat your grandma if your grandma dies. That's weird. If you want to go find roadkill on the side of the street and you want to eat them, I mean, I wouldn't recommend it. But at least you're not exploiting a sentient individual. You're still objectifying an animal. But I think that's a little bit more extreme than just eating plants. What's going on here? Having a big party or something? Oh, it's the ice cream shop. You guys know the dairy bar near my house? They shut down too. So the beef jerky place shut down and the dairy bar shut down. It's just an ice cream shop, but they call it a dairy bar. Kind of gross. But they closed. Good riddance. Yeah, I mean, you can eat roadkill and be fine. I'm not saying that you can't. I just wouldn't recommend it. It's probably easier to just go to the grocery store and buy some plants. Yeah, plants are not sentient. No, I got you, Presto. I was just kidding about your grandma. But do you see what I mean now? Like, you're just treating humans one way because of the species that they are. But what really, well, like, why wouldn't you do that? Like, why would you exploit another human? Because you know that you can put yourself in their shoes, and you wouldn't want somebody to do that to you, right? So you logically just you wouldn't do that to them. It's the same thing with an animal. Animals are kind of like children. It's like they don't really know any better. So like if you wouldn't exploit a child, then you probably shouldn't exploit an animal, right?
Stop requested. Now approaching Gateway Cannon.
People that exploit children, we look at those people like those some of the worst people. Humans that exploit children We do worse things to animals, innocent animals, than we do to humans that have done the worst things that you can imagine. They exploit children or even, exploit other animals in ways that, we throw them in jail, we take away their freedom. Meanwhile, they make exemptions. They make exemptions for animals to turn them into products.
It doesn't. If you're talking about this, but oh, that I don't.
I think he just made a drastic mistake. It's been a while since I taken it, but I think it's heard from my
Cambodia exploits the most dogs from my research. There's a site that I've been working on. You can check it out. Neil, maybe you can put it in the comments here. It's impact.dev.antianimaluse.org. It's kind of long. impact.dev.antianimaluse.org. You can see animals. You can see the specific animals, numbers for each country. You can search countries now. You can compare different countries. There's a ranking system also at the bottom. If you go down and click the ranking button, you can select, specific animals and see which country exploits the most of that animal. You can I thought about maybe adding horses and cats, because neither of those animals are on there, but dogs is on there. But yeah, go check it out. It's pretty interesting. Thank you. Yeah, Cambodia. Cambodia is the worst for exploiting dogs. But let me know where you're from, and if you go check out the site, let me know how many animals you're saving this year by living vegan. In the U.S., it's around 220 animals. It's probably, I was thinking about this too. It's probably a little bit higher than that, because the way that the numbers are calculated, I think it's based on the population, and I don't think it's taking out the population that's already vegan. So, and possibly, I don't know, maybe I need to think about a more accurate way to calculate that number, but I think it's just using the whole population. But you can see how many animals that you'll save in like your lifetime based on life expectancy in that country, which I thought was kind of interesting too. There's some interesting numbers it throws out there. Yeah, it's sad. Really, Neil, that's awesome. Congratulations. There you go. So, Neil, go to the site and click on your country, and it tells you 10 years. It tells you 10 years. How many animals have you saved in 10 years based off your country? That's really cool. think it says 10 years, 25 years, and then your lifetime. Yeah, but people aren't vegan to just like reduce harm. Can you put the time in? No, it should. If you click on your country, it should tell you the total number in 1 year, and then it should say like 10 years, this many. But I guess whatever it is for 1 year, you just put a 0 on the end, right? That would be your 10-year number. But it should tell you. You shouldn't have to enter anything or do any calculations.
Is it okay if I get out the railroad tracks?
Yeah.
What's that?
Yeah, 1,700. That's nice. It's a lot of animals.
Alright, don't forget.
Presto, it's not about harming animals. Like, yeah, of course, there's going to be harm. There's always going to be harm based on
I was waiting for it.
living, but I'm going to jump off here too.
Yep, that's fine. You?
Thanks.
Thank you. Oh.
All right. There's a little dog up here. And I'm back. It's trying to connect to Wi-Fi. Go live in a cabin in the woods. Grow your own food. Maybe I'll get there one day, but I can't do that right now. I've looked at some cabins in the woods. I would go, you got a cabin in the woods? I'll go live in a cabin in the woods. Do you think that just because you don't live in a cabin in the woods, then it's okay to exploit animals for their eggs and milk and for flesh? Or do you think you should just do what you can where you're at? You have to be perfect before you do anything? Yeah, you save 170 animals a year. Very cool. It's not a belief, though. You don't believe what? You don't believe that animals can suffer? You don't believe that animals have a desire to live? You know you're an animal, right? How do you feel? You can't imagine if you were enslaved like an animal? Again, we get back to slavery. Like, humans were enslaved very similarly to how the animals are still enslaved. You can't realize that you wouldn't want to be in that position? I don't think that's a belief. See you, Brett. I'm not picking and choosing. I'm doing the most that I can do. It's about rejecting it, directly exploiting these animals. Whenever you go and buy anything, try to look into where it comes from. And if you have problems with where that comes from, then choose a different product. There's only one vegan farmer in my town, but there's one vegan farmer in my town, so I get as much as I can from her, but she's not available every single day. So I can only go get stuff from her like once a week. So either I starve or I go to the grocery store and I just buy other plants. But yeah, of course, those farmers are probably killing animals because it's cheaper. But those systems can be improved. Buying eggs, buying dairy, buying animal flesh, you can't really improve those systems. Animals have to die for those products. And it's the easiest change you can make. Just buy other products instead of those. It's like the biggest, easiest change you can make. This guy playing fucking music out here is bothering me. Can't hear that, can you? I'm gonna get a copyright strike because this guy wants to play fucking music. Loud as fuck. On the sidewalk. When I got in trouble for playing my speaker on the sidewalk. Not anywhere near that loud. Crazy. Can't hear the music good. Walk down this alley, and there's a bunch of houses in the way. Couch. How much money? I don't know what you're asking. How much money to go live off grid? I mean, I don't know. I would just want enough to be able to survive. have to live in town for my business, so can't really go live on the side of a mountain. I rescue dogs, cats. Cat just showed up here one day. I don't know. I tried to find his owner. I'm not just gonna let him back out on the street. I could rehome him, but I've thought about it a couple of times. Trying to find him another home. But I rescue dogs so they don't get killed in shelters. I have a couple of dogs that I'm trying to rehome right now. And puppies. But I don't think Nova's my dog, but I don't think I own her. I think she owns me. She owns me. When it comes to my dogs that I care for, I make decisions in their best interest. Whether I benefit from it or not. I don't think about that. I just think about them. I would trade places with my dogs. I wouldn't trade places with a chicken or cow. That's how I see it. You should treat your animals so good that you wouldn't mind trading places with them. If not, maybe you shouldn't have animals under your care. Like a child. Do you have any children? Would you trade places with your child? Do they have a good life? Are they being taken care of? Do you make every decision in the best interest of your child? You can't just let your child go. They can't take care of themselves. Same thing with the animals. So I compared children and animals before. They can't just go out and take care of themselves. They need us to help take care of them. That's the whole point. Yeah, you adopt the animals. Yeah, they are rescued. Raya was definitely rescued. I guess you could. The other ones weren't on the euthanasia list, but Raya was literally 5 minutes away from not being able to adopt her, and she was going to be put down. She was literally saved. But yeah, you adopt animals like you would adopt a kid, and bring them into your family to treat them as well as you can. No, not all animals can survive in the wild. Domesticated animals cannot go just survive in the wild. That's wrong. Cats maybe have the best chance, but even that, if you have an indoor outdoor cat, if you live in a city, I just live in this small little city. It's not a big city. But even here, if you have a cat and you let your cat out and roam around, statistically, you're probably cutting your cat's life in half. I don't think that's in the best interest of the cat. Keep your cat inside. Like, you wouldn't do that with your dog. You wouldn't just let your dog roam around. Probably get hit by a car. That's ownership. You make choices for them. Yeah, just like children. Like, you make choices for your child until they grow up and they're old enough to take care of themselves. And if for some reason they don't grow up, they have some type of issue where they just never grow up, well, then you might be taking care of them for their whole lives. Like, you don't just say, oh, well, now I'm going to eat you. You know, I'm going to turn you into a jacket, a human skin jacket. Yeah, set your children free. Presto says, set your children free. Don't take care of them. Just let them go. They might end up, you know, being raised by a pack of wolves or something. A pack of coyotes. They'll be fine. Chemtrails, though. I know, right? Look at that. People named Wayne are animals. Wayne, I would eat your ass. If me and you were stuck on a deserted island, I would eat you. I would probably eat you before I ate a pig. I'd share you with the pig. Or a dog. I would eat you first. I did say that. That's funny. One ass cheek for me, one ass cheek for the pig. Or the dog. Whoever we're stranded on the island with. Oh, that sucks, Annie. I hear some dogs or something. They're being really crazy. What's up, Tone? Yeah, I don't know. The thing is, we're not in that situation, though, right? I live right down the street from a grocery store. I don't know, I have like 4 or 5 grocery stores in my town that I can go to. I have a whole bunch of different options that I can choose from. But yeah, if I was on a stranded island, if I was on a deserted island, stranded on a deserted island, and it was me and you and a dog, I would probably see you as a threat. You would probably try to eat me or the dog. So I would defend myself or the dog. And yeah, I'd probably end up eating you because there would be no other food. So yeah, it would happen. I wouldn't feel good about it. I would be upset about it. I wouldn't think that that's a moral thing to do, but it's probably what would end up happening. I don't mind you. Thanks. You know what? I don't really mind you. I don't know if that was a compliment or an insult. I'm in Pennsylvania, USA. The United States. The States. Yeah, I mean, if you're stuck on an island and all you can eat is the fish, then like maybe you have to do that to survive, you know? But if you choose to go move to an island where all you can eat is fish, I don't think that's right. You should probably just stay wherever before and just eat the plants instead. Like if I moved to a cabin in the woods and then I was hungry and had to eat animals, I don't think that would be a moral decision. I think I would probably be better off just living in a city somewhere and trying to help improve the systems that grow the crops, you know? Try to support veganic farmers that don't use cheap pesticides to kill animals to protect their crops. Do everything else first except kill the animal. And if you have to kill the animal, like if you've tried everything else and you have to kill an animal to protect your food, then it's kind of self-defense. Otherwise, you would starve, right? It's still not ideal. Like, obviously, it would be the best would be able to grow your food and get everything you need without killing any animals. That would be the best. But we don't. That's not the world that we live in. But you can stop demanding exploitation, direct exploitation from eggs and milk and slaughterhouses. Stop funding slaughterhouses. That's the big issue. You don't. Slaughterhouses are completely unnecessary. You guys are funny. Yeah, I was single before I was vegan too. I've talked to a couple of chicks since being vegan, but haven't really gotten into a relationship. I call Nova my girlfriend because she takes all my time and all my money like my last girlfriend did. I'm happy with Nova. She treats me better than my last girlfriend too, even though she's bit me like 3 times. I'm kind of kidding, but kind of not. Yeah, Nova's way more loyal, that's for sure. Only attachment to your world is this phone. That's funny. Okay, well, speaking of Nova, I gotta get back to my dogs. I might, what do you think? Yeah, I got some stuff to do, so I probably won't do another stream. I will try to do I think that is a butt message. Feel sorry for your poor wife. Who says it's a wife? Wayne, you're funny. I feel sorry for your husband. Yeah, sell a couple trees. But I thought you were saying that trees are sentient. So you sell trees? Look, there's a bunny. Can I pet that dog? Oh, I miss my bunnies. I had 2 rescue bunnies. Rescue? Adopted bunnies? I had 2 adopted bunnies. I kind of rescued them too, because the lady that had them, she was like, I gotta get rid of these rabbits. I'm gonna let them out in the street. Like, no, don't do that. Bring them here. Fucking crazy people. Don't squeak at them, you know. Just chilling. I had these 2 little playpens in the yard. And we'd bring the bunnies out and put the bunnies in their playpens. They didn't really get along, so we had separate ones for each bunny. And then there was some bunnies that lived under our shed, and they would come out and run around the playpens with my bunnies. They would all play together. And I would used to throw my microgreens out there, and they would eat my microgreens. Just chilling. Alright, well, my phone's also dying too, so I'm going to end the stream. Thank you for being here, everybody. We had a bunch of good conversations today, so that's great. Next Friday, I will be at the slaughterhouse. The Friday after that, I will be in Wisconsin to save the dogs. If you can donate anything to help with the trip going to Wisconsin, there's a GoFundMe on my channel in the links. That would be very much appreciated. I think we're like halfway to the goal, to the end goal. I think there's another like goal first. So it says we're closer, but it's really like 50% to the main goal. Even if I don't get any more donations, I'm still going to go. It's just going to be more money out of my pocket. And yeah, I've been thinking about the backpack thing. They don't want me to bring a backpack. I might just bring it anyway. That way when I go, I can save 2 dogs at once, and then if we do go back in, then we'll go and get another dog with my hands, I guess. I have to figure out exactly how it would work, but I'm gonna go get Rose and put her in there again and walk her around the park a couple times. Maybe I'll do another stream. I have to go check on all the puppies and stuff, but if I have time, yeah, if my phone charges, I'll do another short stream, just walking Rose around. I will probably see you guys back in Axel's stream. He's still streaming, right? Hopefully I didn't miss him being at the Great Salt Lake, right? No? Is he not streaming? His phone was dying. Oh no. Oh well. Yeah, my phone's dying too. Wayne has a husband, but his real happiness comes from trolling vegans. He's got to charge up his phone for a little bit. Did he find a spot he could charge his phone? Yeah, I might also stream again in like an hour. What's up, Allison? You made it just in time for the end of the stream. Today has been good. I was doing like a Cube of Truth style earlier, wearing the mask, holding my tablet and showing some footage. And we had a bunch of conversations. I don't know how many. I'm going to chop up the stream and post some shorts of some of the conversations. There were a couple really good ones, a couple like not so good. And then there was the one guy that threatens me every time he sees me there. He's local. So it was kind of entertaining. And then we have a couple people here, Presto and Wayne. Wayne's been here before. I think this is the first time Presto's been here. Make sure you sub. It's been kind of interesting talking to them. Presto had, what did Presto say earlier? Something about slavery being necessary at one point. So that was kind of an interesting conversation. A couple people took pictures of me while I was there with my mask on. Normally one person will, but like a couple people did today. The foot traffic in Gettysburg is picking up a lot. I'll be back there in a couple of weeks. I might not do outreach. I might go to where the beavers are and stream there. There's beavers and like different birds and stuff like that, different wildlife. So I might go there and stream that and try to find some of the wildlife that they're draining the beaver pond. So the beavers are going to leave. All the wildlife is going to leave. And it's kind of been a big thing in my town. Yeah, I mean, if you want to know what Presto said, you can go back and watch the stream. I'll probably just leave this one public. But become a member. If you can become a member, I think my cheap memberships are like $2 a month, so they're really cheap. It helps a lot. And a lot of my streams, I make member-only streams. So if you don't watch them when they're live, you can go back and watch them afterwards. Yeah. But yeah, my phone's dying, and I got to go back and check on the puppies and the dogs. So yeah, my replays have the live chat, so you can go back and watch the replay. And it takes like a day for it to process, I think. So you might have to come back tomorrow to see it. But it's there. Nobody's editing anything. But thanks for being here. I might do it, like I said, I might do another stream in like an hour also. Once I take care of the dogs, I might practice using the backpack, putting Rose in there, walking her around, taking her out. Just make sure that if I do want to use that later, I can very efficiently put a dog in there and take them out. Yeah, the farm industry. But I'll see you guys. Peace.